as time flies by, you'll open up your eyes wide. You feel it's gonna go your way. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, 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 it's a brand new day.
Hello everyone and welcome again to the little spot for AAA. Today I have with me a doggy which is not from AAA and she's not for adoption. As many of you might not know, that Nicole King is a great animal lover and in great support of AAA. And this is her little doggy. This is Darling. Darling is already 13 years old. And one of the reasons that I would like to talk about Darling is because Darling is like a little working dog. Nicole is a dog lover and she takes Darling wherever she can to her work. And that's very important for people who would like to adopt a dog, that yes, if you have a job, you can have a dog, as long as you know that the dog can come with you to work, which is possible, luckily, in Nicole's case. But in many offices, they will also allow a little doggy. If not, then we would have to make sure that if you have a dog, that there is somebody who can take care of it at least once or twice a day, depending on how many hours you are leaving your house or your place where the dog is. Dogs can, of course, be alone for a couple of hours, but it is never ever good or never pleasant for a dog to be alone for a whole day. It's not good, even though they can go in and out. Once in a while it's okay, but you cannot have a dog and have it alone most of the time and only as a little playmate in the evening when you're there. It does happen, of course, but it's not a very nice thing for a dog to do. You wouldn't do that with your children, and therefore you wouldn't do that with your dogs. So little Darling is a little working companion with Nicole at the locations where she goes to and when she is in her office. So I would ask people, if you like to have a dog and you still have a job and you're doubting if it's possible, yes, it is possible. A working person can have a dog. Just make sure that it's either taken care of by somebody in the afternoon, or somebody who goes and visits it or takes it for a little walk while you're away, or take it to work. That would be a wonderful solution, of course. She's already 13 years old, which is quite old. At AAA we have quite a lot of old dogs. Sometimes people will bring the dogs to AAA when they're very old because they're either old themselves and cannot no longer take care of the dog, which is a sad thing to do, because a dog that has been in a private home for many, many years to end up in a shelter is a very sad thing to see. I see it all the time. The dogs are really sad, they really feel it, and they don't really want to be there because it's a very scary experience for them. So if you're considering adopting a dog and you are a little bit older than very young, but you do have the time to take care of an older doggy, please come to AAA and adopt the dog of a little bit older, so that they have the last year or last few years still a loving home. They never need very much care, and very often the older dogs don't need to walk a lot. They just need loving care and a little bit of a walk outside, so once in a while. Of course, that also brings me to our next event, which will be the 18th of August. It's an international homeless dog, or homeless pet day, I should say. It will be honored by many countries, including us in Spain, and we will have the event here in the harbor, the Puerto Deportivo de Marbella, close by the restaurant where we are now. It will be an evening from 8 o'clock till about 11. We will have all kinds of information on the very, very important program of sterilization and neutering. We will tell people why it is important and how it's being done. Also, we have a lot of support from the veterinarians here in Marbella, and they are donating vouchers to help pay for the neutralization or sterilization of dogs and cats for the people who cannot afford it. It is definitely a good step in the right direction to start teaching people about sterilization and neutralization, because that is the only way we can stop the overpopulation of unwanted pets. So please join us on the 18th of August here in Deportivo and we will have a candlelight vigil at 10:30. Everybody is welcome to come and light a candle for all the dogs that have been unnecessarily killed in the killing stations or the municipal pounds. So please come and join us. We have also fun there, of course. We have lots of beautiful balloons, and we love to see you there. Remember, don't shop, adopt. Thanks, darling.
Free taxi 4 times a month and 25% discount on your car insurance if you're the Zero Hero.
Yeah, I'm here in Marbella, but it says here I'm in La Canada.
If you haven't mastered the lingo, don't worry. Línea Directa has a free GPS geolocator service that will come and find you.
We're here on the lovely Marbella Paseo Marítimo, which is beautiful, and it's got the trees on the side and people jogging, and the beach is right on my left side, and the harbour's nice and close if you want to go inside and have a nice drink or have a bit of tapas, a bit of classic Spanish food. What I'm here to talk about is that Marbella Now TV is working closely with Línea Directa, and what we're doing is supporting road safety, road traffic safety. Remember, Costa del Sol has a long stretching road all across it, going from Malaga to Marbella, and from the airport coming all the way to Marbella. There's quite a lot of different nationalities. In fact, there's 147 nationalities here in Marbella, and somehow everyone's got to get here from Malaga airport. So there's going to be a lot of driving involved. There's going to be a lot of driving cultures, a lot of driving tendencies clashing with each other. So we're here trying to unite people and trying to promote these tips that we're going to give to you. Today's tip is going to be, we're talking about roundabouts. Roundabouts are a bit of a tricky thing, and I do recommend you look up on the subject matter. Remember, if you want to exit from a roundabout, you need to move to the right side lane of a roundabout before exiting. If not, you could be forced to circulate again and again until someone gives you the space to move to the right exit lane. Or then you might be forced into an accident, which we really don't want if you're spinning around and around in this roundabout. Now, what Línea Directa is doing, if you sign up with their insurance policy, you get many benefits from it. For example, the Zero Hero program that they're doing is a wonderful thing for all the designated drivers out there, because we know that in Marbella we like to go out for drinks, we like to party. It's a nice area and it's very chill, and why wouldn't you do that? So the Zero Hero policy supports many businesses. For example, Tibu, the club in Puerto Deportivo, Hard Rock Cafe here in Marbella, to promote they give free soft drinks to whoever is the designated driver, so you don't feel too bad about not drinking and having a good time. I'm not saying you have to drink to have a good time, but you know what I mean. So Línea Directa, if you get with the insurance, there's the Zero Hero program, which gets you free soft drinks. They also give a bunch of other things like free breathalyzers and free taxis. So make sure to go check them out and be safe out there while driving.
Hey, hey.
I met the lovely Francine Winter at one of the events, here for being healthy, happy, getting in touch with oneself. And through Francine now I get the opportunity of meeting the lovely Mario. In fact, I met Mario yesterday because I went and had a Reiki session with you, and I have to say it was pleasantly surprising. So
Yeah,
thank you very much. I didn't really, I've heard the word Reiki. I think a lot of us hear Reiki. But Mario, first of all, thank you for joining us on the programme. I know you're very busy and you're on a flying visit from the UK. What is Reiki for those of us who really don't know and we're too scared to ask because we should know?
Okay, so Reiki is energy work. Can be described as a relaxation technique that promotes healing. That's the very basic explanation of it. We can go quite cosmic with the energy aspect of it, into the quantum part of it, where it's predominantly a self-development tool. And once somebody's taken down this path of self-development, you can turn Reiki over to help other people becomes a healing tool as well at that point.
Is that what it was for you at first, a self-development tool?
Absolutely, yeah. For me, it came to me through meditation. I'd never heard of Reiki. I came out of a meditation and I literally heard the words, you're going to learn Reiki and you're going to heal people with your hands. And I had to Google what the word was. I had no idea what it was at that time. And that was strong enough for me to follow that path, which led me to my master who trained me up, who was amazed at my abilities, my inherent abilities. And as soon as I was initiated into the Reiki degrees, I was on the road to be a master at that point.
Can I ask, I mean, you're not the typical, perhaps, embodiment of what one would assume, in the sense of, even for doing meditation, you're big, strong lad, you got your tats. So how did you even start on that path of meditation? Have you always been peaceful?
Okay, so one way or another, I've trodden this path until now, throughout my life. It's been very colourful, to say the least. The actual turning point for me was, I was training in Muay Thai, it's a martial art, Thai boxing. And in Muay Thai, there's a certain dance you do in the ring, a spiritual dance, a very spiritual martial art. So before you go into fight with your opponent, you evoke the spirits to help you and open up the third eye. So this, for me, once I began this process, led me into the meditation, led me further into the Reiki. It was the evolution of my life at that point. That was the turning point. Yeah.
It was funny to see how really life is just putting you in the place you need to be at the right time. I have to say that for me, it seemed to be the right place, the right time. I like to know before I have someone on the program what it's about. You don't want to recommend things, and in the sense of, I didn't have a reason as such to see you, except for the television, to know what you're talking about. I do like to have my quiet moments. It was very strange because at first I was very aware of what you were doing, but then suddenly I found myself not in myself, and I only realized it because I suffer from sinusitis, and I felt that there was like mucus was building up, and I suddenly realized I was like, I had to go back to swallow. Yeah. What was that all about?
Okay, so this would be, your body goes into a relaxation. It's similar to meditation, what I'll put you into. Some people come out of their body as you did, others will remain totally grounded within there. There'll be a resistance. Not everybody's going to do this. This is just your energy, your astral body coming out of yourself. So I then ground you back into your physical self, which you did yourself because you needed to
swallow.
It. Absolutely, yeah.
But it was a very strange feeling, because although I've heard about these things, I wasn't wanting to do that. I wasn't giving myself over to that. And as I say, at first I was very aware of what you were doing, but then really it became very energy orientated to just feeling. We are very minded in our day-to-day, in the sense of we're always thinking, we're always worrying, we're always stressing, we're always planning, we're always worrying about the past, the future. All of this obviously is creating different energies, and from now understanding more about the importance to control our energy. Is that what we can get from country? Why would we go and see a Reiki master like yourself?
So controlling your energy, I'm not sure that's the exact word. Maybe fine-tuning, adjusting, unblocking, just allowing it to flow through, and to connect yourself to your outer energy as well. It's not just your inner energy. You have an astral body, your energy extends pretty much infinitely, which is why we're all connected with this energy. This energy it's cosmic energy, divine.
I heard something maybe
force.
to help others understand. I saw something to try and explain this. It was like if you have 100 candles, each candle has a light on it, but they're all burning from the same air, they're all giving the same light, and it's like people, we're all those candles.
Sure.
So we're all grabbing onto the same energy, we're all connected.
Absolutely.
In a certain way.
Absolutely. Any separation's an illusion. This space between us is an illusion. This is actually as solid as we are, but it shows itself as space. Whereas we vibrate, our energy vibrates at a certain frequency that makes you seem solid, makes this table seem solid. Actually everything is vibrating energy. So with Reiki, come back to your question, is why would somebody come to see me? For absolutely any reason. You can come to me thinking you are 100% in tune, physically fit, no ailments, and come to me simply to feel good. Give yourself an extra boost. You can never have too much of good energy. And it can up to serious diseases. You know, I've seen miraculous changes with people. I not only do what we did, a kind of introduction to the energy, a relaxation. It was I kind of tried to energise you, give you a nice experience. But I do. I walk the streets and help homeless people. I go to hospitals and treat cancer patients. You know, really, it's limitless. If you accept that reality of what we're made of, where we come from, stars, it's a limitless. Your imagination is the
important thing is to let your imagination flow,
Absolutely.
to let your energies flow, and to be in the moment. Mario, it's been a first introduction for our audience to meet you. It's been a very pleasurable moment having a chance to introduce you to the public, and I have to say that I did enjoy the session. I didn't really understand what was going on, but yes, I would go back. I want to find out a bit more.
I'd really like you to come back.
I will do. You think I need the help?
Well, we can talk further.
We can all do with help. Let's face it. No, it's no man is an island, or we shouldn't be. Hashtag better together. Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Hey, hey.
Thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure to welcome you here at the harbour. It looks exclusive, it looks private. Well, it is exclusive, it's not private, and you're also very welcome. The restaurant is open all day, the food is superb, and the views are just amazing. Gibraltar, Africa, right here in front of your faces. Do come in and take a look. Also, check out the recordings of our show from our website, MarbellaNowTV.com. Take care of yourselves, be nice to each other, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Hasta mañana.